10 stars. How are you all students? Welcome to the maths class students. We were doing exercise 4.1 on Saturday. So today we are going to proceed further with the same exercise. Question number 18 of your exercise 4.1 is prove the following by using PMI. For all n belongs to the natural number that 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on up to n is always less than 1 by 8 2n plus 1 whole square. So here as we used to write the whole statement as Pn, so we will rewrite whole the statement stating it as Pn. So for n equal to 1 on the LHS side it will be its first term, that is 1. Whereas on the RHS we will substitute n as 1, so that comes out to be 9 by 8. When we divide actually 9 by 8, that comes out to be 1 point something, that means it is greater than 1. So hence our LHS is less than the RHS. Now we will consider that P of k is true for some positive integer k. So again we will rewrite our Pn in terms of k by replacing n by k. So Pk will be stated as 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on up till k must be less than 1 by 8 within bracket 2k plus 1 whole square. Next we need to prove it for P of k plus 1. So for P of k plus 1 our statement will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 so on up to k plus k plus 1 is less than 1 by 8 2k plus 3 whole square. So we are first taking the help of Pk, which was given by 1 plus 2 plus 3 so on up to k less than 1 by 8 2k plus 1 whole square. So student, in such type of questions we always takes the help of P of k. So here we are adding k plus 1 on both the sides. So when we add k plus 1 on LHS, that will become the LHS of P of k plus 1. Now our requirement is to prove this whole to be less than 1 by 8 2k plus 3 whole square. So let's start. In the LHS when we add 2k plus 1 whole square, so this reduces to 1 by 8 as common. Next we are left with 2k plus 1 whole square plus k plus 1. Next we are taking the LCM, so and open the whole square, so this reduces to 4k square plus 4k plus 1 plus 8k plus 8. So again we are finding its factor, so this is nothing but 2k plus 3 whole square. So if you compare the RHS of k plus 1, you will find that we have already proved that it is less than 1 by 8 2k plus 3 whole square. Hence P of k plus 1 is also true for all the natural numbers. So that means our Pn is of n is also true for all the natural numbers n. Next the question number 19 is prove by PMI for all n belongs to natural that n, n plus 1 and n plus 5 is a multiple of 3. Student, any number to be a multiple of 3, if we are able to show that 3 is common in whole expression, that means that whole expression becomes divisible by or a multiple of 3 or a divisible by 3. So our target is to make 3 common from the whole expression. So here we will proceed in the same way as we have done in the previous questions. So first we will state the whole statement as Pn, that is n plus 1 5 n plus 5 is a multiple of 3. Now for n is equal to 1, substituting n as 1, this reduces to 12, and clearly we know that 12 is a multiple of 3. Now this implies that P of 1 is a true statement. Next we will consider that it is true for n equal to k, that is P of k is already true for some integer k. So Pk will be stated as k plus 1 k plus 5, which is a multiple of 3. So if a number is a multiple of 3, that means we can write it as 3 into some value, some natural number. So we are rewriting it as n plus 1 n plus 5 is equal to 3m. We are going to use this in our P of k plus 1. Next, for P of k plus 1 to be a multiple of 3, we have to simplify this. So here we will be solving P of k plus 1, which reduces to k plus 1, k plus 2 and k plus 6. So now we are just solving k plus 1, k plus 2 and k plus 6. So first we are multiplying the bracket k plus 1 and k plus 2 by k, next by 6, and from p of k we know that k plus 1, k plus 2 has the value as 3m. So rest is 6 times k plus 1 into k plus 2. As we can clearly see that 3 is common between the two, so we will take it out. When we take 3 as common, we are left in the bracket with m plus 2k square plus 6k plus 4. So clearly 3 is common between the whole bracket. That means this is a multiple of 3. Hence our p of k plus 1 is also true, and Pn is also true for all the small n belongs to the natural numbers. Now next, question number 20 is prove the following by using PMI for all n belongs to the natural number, that 10 raised to power 2n minus 1 plus 1 is divisible by 11. Multiple by some number or divisible by some number, in both the cases we used to proceed in the same way. So again, let us consider our Pn as 10 raised to power 2n minus 1 plus 1, which is divisible by 11. Next we are going to check it for n equal to 1. So when we put n equal to 1 in Pn, we are getting it as 11, which is clearly divisible by 11. So this implies p of 1 is true. Now we will consider that p of k is true for some positive integer k, such that p of k will be given by 10 raised to power 2k minus 1 plus 1, which is divisible by k. So that means if it is divisible by k, we can write it as 11 into some integer value. So here we are writing 10 raised to power 2n minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 11m, where m stands for any natural or integer value. Next we have to prove that p of k plus 1 is true. So first we are writing the statement for p of k plus 1. That becomes 10 raised to power 2k plus 1 plus 1. And we have to show that it is divisible by 11. So let us consider this statement first. So 10 raised to power 2k plus 1 plus 1. This can be reduced in the form of pk by subtracting or writing plus 1 as minus 1 plus 2. Students, minus 1 plus 2 is again my plus 1. But here we are getting the value of 2k minus 1 from p of k. So we are writing that as 10 square into 10 raised to power 2k minus 1. So we are substituting the value of 10 raised to power 2k minus 1. That becomes 11m minus 1. When we solve this, we can clearly find that 11 is common between the whole. So that means it is divisible by 11. Hence p of k plus 1 is true. Thus our p of n is true. Next, question number 21 is prove the following by using the PMI, that for all small n belongs to the natural number, x raised to power 2n minus y raised to power 2n is divisible by x plus y. So again we will consider our statement p of n as x raised to power 2n minus y raised to power 2n, and it is divisible by x plus y. So for n is equal to 1, it becomes x square minus y square. We know that x square minus y square formula is x plus y, x minus y. Here already x plus y is one of the factor, that means it is completely divisible by x plus y. Next, we will consider that p of k is true for some positive value of k. So p of k will be stated as x raised to power 2k minus y raised to power 2k, and we will consider that it is divisible by x plus y. That means it can be written as x plus y into some integer value m. Next, for p of k plus 1, the statement becomes x raised to power 2 into k plus 1 minus y raised to power 2 into k plus 1, and we need to show that it is divisible by x plus y. So let us consider its statement first, that is x raised to power 2 into k plus 1 minus y raised to power 2 into k plus 1. When we multiply 2 within the bracket, we are getting the value as x raised to power 2k plus 2 minus y raised to power 2k plus 2. So which reduces to x square, x raised to power 2k minus y square, x y raised to power 2k plus 2. So here we are taking or keeping the value of x raised to power 2k from the p of k. So this reduces to x square x plus y into m plus y raised to power 2k minus y raised to power 2k plus 2. Again we will simplify this. On simplifying we are getting x plus y as a common factor from the whole bracket. So this implies p of k plus 1 is also divisible by x plus y. So this implies by the principle of mathematical induction that our p of n is true for all the natural numbers. Friends, next 3 questions I am giving as a homework to you. These are just similar to the question as we have done today from 18 to 21. So please try these 3 questions at home. That's all for today, students. Do revise what we have done in the class today. Plus do your homework also. And in case you have any query, please feel free to ask on the Google Classroom at any time. Take care and have a great day ahead, students.